Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to English Football Club Barcelona, your Barcelona channel in English. Well, today there are some news that we have to talk about, but before, let me remind you that down there is a red button that you can hit to subscribe. Like this, you will not miss any of our daily videos talking about news, about analyzing players, analyzing matches, pre-matches, post-matches, and everything related to Barcelona. And now, without more delay, let's start. Well, 2 days ago, we saw the match Barcelona against Girona, and we said that Iñaki Peña was playing the whole match. He played the 90 minutes, and we asked what happened with Neto. Something was not okay with him for sure, because Barcelona is interested in selling him, so they have to show how good he is now. Like this, the teams that are interested in him can see how good he is anyway. Anyway, it seems that he had some problems, some physical problems, and then the team decided not to let him play, afraid that that could be something more. It's like when you have it hurts your knee, for example, behind on the hamstrings, when you feel a bit weird or a bit charged. If you train, probably that overcharged will become an injury, because it's something that is going not well. So that's what probably happened to Neto. I don't know. I said hamstrings because it's normally when you feel something because we walk or run, etc. It could be anything else. The point here is that I read AndréTerStegen seems that he will not come until the end of the year. We read that probably on August 20th he could start training to recover his condition, so he would miss 2-3 matches, 4 maybe, but in the worst case he could come back in November. So that means we will not have him for at least 2 months since the beginning of the season. So we will miss him half of August, September, October, 2 months and a half. That's a lot of time. I don't know how it's going, his recovery. I searched for the news. It said that everything was all right. He's starting to charge his knee, but I don't know. I got a bit afraid of that news, but well. Anyway, Iñaki Peña did a great match, and I keep thinking we should sell Neto and let Iñaki Peña stay on the goalkeeper. Talking about people who should leave or who may leave, we have here Rafinha. Rafinha last year he went to PSG, but now it seems that he doesn't count with many minutes. Really, it seems that he didn't play much. Actually, the midfield of PSG has great players, and with the signing of Wijnaldum, it's even worse, the situation for Rafinha, and PSG wants to sell him. In this situation, Barcelona has the 30% of the benefits of that sale. So if, for example, they sell him for 10 million euros, Barcelona will get 3.5 million euros, which is quite good for the team, because that's a player you will sell and you didn't even have it already. Good. The problem now is that Rafinha wants to stay in PSG, in Paris. He feels happy, that he likes the team, even though he doesn't play many minutes, he wants to stay. So Barcelona is a bit concerned about this situation, and they hope he really leaves, but who knows, maybe he doesn't. Other information I read yesterday is that Mourinho and the Rome wants Lenglet. That's a very good news. Actually, some days ago, and I repeated it yesterday, I said Lenglet shouldn't leave unless we get another left-footed center back. So what do I think now? I'm thinking something that I think many Barcelona fans, many culés, will agree on. Will agree with me. I'm thinking of getting Griezmann, sending him or trying to get a barter with Juventus for the Ligt. You remember the Ligt didn't adapt. The Ligt is a left-footed player. He normally plays on the left as a left back, but he can play as a center back too. So he could cover Lenglet's position. We sell Lenglet. Actually, the news I read is that we can sell him, or Barcelona wants to sell him for around 25 million euros. It's a good price, I think. A bit high for the market, not for the value of the players, if not for the market, because the market, the teams they don't have that, and that's a problem. But like this, we take Griezmann away, we will reduce his salary, so we will save his salary, better said, and also we let Lenglet leave, so we get money too, and we get a center back, a left-footed center back with I think one of the top center backs of Europe in Europe. So I think it's a good movement, but well, it's just an idea, and I think it could be a good option. But Barcelona also is thinking of, well, they have another plan for Griezmann too. And the one that I said, it seems quite difficult for Barcelona. And here we have Griezmann sitting on the ball next to the post, waiting to how his future will be in the future again. So it seems that Barcelona is making numbers with the calculator, and they have seen that if they reduce the salary of whole players, he could stay in Barcelona even with Messi. The point here is Griezmann really will accept to reduce his salary, because as far as we know, he will reduce his salary if he goes to Atletico Madrid. I guess if he goes to Atletico Madrid or he stays. Okay. But as I read the news, it's like everyone else has to reduce his salary because of Griezmann. And I'm thinking, does these players, because these are not the players as when we start playing that we are all friends, etc. These are professionals, and some of them, they don't know each other until they come. They know because they have heard their names. That's that. So if you are Lenglet, for example, no, Lenglet is French. They know each other quite good. If you are De Jong or someone, if you are, I don't know now, Umtiti. Okay, Umtiti. If you are Umtiti, and they tell you have to reduce your salary because Griezmann has to stay, will you accept, or will he accept? I think it's quite hard. If the team says we have to reduce your salaries because if not, we cannot pay you anymore. I mean, whole team. I understand, because he doesn't want to leave. That's one, but that will create a kind of negative ambient too. But well, could be an option. But the problem of Griezmann now is that we have Depay. Depay the other day, if he keeps playing like this, it will be incredible. I read Griezmann played quite good. I said he played quite good. He played better than normally. Okay, but for me, it's not the forward I like. I like forwards like Messi, who gets the ball and it's quite dangerous, or Depay, who moves all the time trying to find the places, trying to find the weaknesses of the defenders. But Griezmann sometimes disappears. The other day, sometimes too disappeared. He gave some plays, etc. But anyway, it's not the player, the kind of forward I'll pay 35 million euros per year for. So, and also later we will have Ansu Fati when he recovers. So he will not have minutes. Griezmann directly will not have minutes. And are you going to pay the second highest salary of the team to a player who will stay on the bench maybe the 60% of the minutes? That sounds crazier than it is. So for me, the best option is to send him away. Talking about Depay, the other day, when Depay and De Jong started playing, they played really good. Remember that they know each other too from the national team. But there are two things that are important here. Koeman had De Jong, and Koeman knows that De Jong likes a kind of creative football, to open, to try to find spaces, etc. And actually, he provoked them too. He provoked that overture of the players that to open the defenders, etc. And that's why I think Koeman wanted to bring Memphis to Barcelona, because as Memphis said, he's quite creative. He can play. He can open the defenders. He looks for spaces between the defenders. He can score goals, and he can give assistances. So he's a very complete forward. And this association with De Jong, I think it's a brilliant option for Barcelona. I think they understand each other quite good, not just because they know from those teams. If not, they know what Koeman wants, and that's important too. And I'd like to finish talking about the young players. Here we have some of them. For example, I'm going to talk about the players I really like it from these two preseasons and are the top up. For example, Gavi did 2 matches incredibly good, and I'm reading also that this player, 16 years old, don't forget that. Koeman will maintain him on the first team at least for the preseason. So probably he will go with the to Germany and to Israel to do the preseason. I'm sure he will not stay in the first team because he's too young. He needs to stay in Barcelona, be on the youth teams first to increase, not to improve his technical, because that would be better if he stays in Barcelona in the first team, but to give him more confidence, and also to let him have minutes, because what you get in a training, it's not the same that you get playing football on the field on a match. So I think the best for him should be to play with the Barcelona B, but train with the first team. That many players does that. For example, Conrad de la Fuente last year did that. Another player that I like it a lot is Balde. It's incredible. He played quite good. It was, the newspaper said, well, defensively he's not that strong. Well, against Girona he showed how strong he is defensively. So for me, no doubt that this player should be the one who should substitute Jordi Alba. And actually, Koeman likes him much. He has shown it to let him have minutes. And Yusuf Demir, for me, it's incredible. I think Koeman will use him. And I'm sure he will stay in Barcelona. The problem is that Demir and Collado plays in the same position, and Collado wants to stay in Barcelona. Here the problem is that Yusuf Demir is incredibly good. He has played really good. His personality on the field is incredible. I don't have doubt. I don't have words for his ability. And Collado, the second match, his quality was good, but he didn't play that match and that good. I mean, and also, even though Trincao left, that could help him to have minutes in the first team, Alex Collado. But being the mirror in that position, and later Ansu Fati and other players, I think Collado will have less minutes than he wants, really. And I think Collado is a very good player, actually, but I have my doubts if he will have minutes in Barcelona. And Nico Gonzalez, he's not even in the picture, but okay. Nico Gonzalez did a very good match, really incredible. He showed that he could be Busquets' substitute perfectly, and I think Koeman will count on him. The first match he didn't play because he was sick. He got some stomach problems, but in this match, he could play, and Koeman trusted on him over Pjanic, and that talks a lot about Koeman's idea. Iñaki Peña, incredible. I think he's our our next goalkeeper and he should stay in the first team for sure. Even and Neto leave, as I said before. And now I will talk about players that I think they should have more minutes in Barcelona B. Comas, he did it well during his second part, during the matches, but personally I think we have enough defenders, so he should stay in Barcelona B. Mortimer, I think he had some chances, but I think he needs to improve some aspects. His location, the place where he plays, there are some things that he needs to improve. And later, Diaye, he played quite good, but he's from the youth team. I mean, he may be 17 years old or 18 years old. He's too young. He needs minutes with Barcelona B. Of course, I think Koeman will trust on him, and he will have a future in Barcelona, but not now. It's a player for future. And the other ones, we had in the first match, we had Ramon Mingo, Pereira, Escobar, Peque, Polo, and Hiroki Abe. But all of them, they didn't come to the second match, so they will not have any minute more in Barcelona for sure. And I didn't talk about Ray Manai. I know, but that's because Manai is not going to stay. Barcelona has 3 offers for him, from Cadiz, from Sassuolo, and from Famalicão. So this player actually was already on sale. Barcelona wanted to sell him. Barcelona has some offers around 3 to 5 million euros for the players, which is a good price for a player from Barcelona B. And Barcelona, and now just the decision is from the player, which team he likes the most. And if I were him, or if I was him, I'd choose Cadiz. I think he could have a good future in Cadiz. Cadiz is a very good team. It's in Spain, so he does the league already, and I don't think Sassuolo or Famalicão are bad teams, but knowing the league already, you have much won when you have to adapt to that team. So I think if Manai should leave, should go to Cadiz. But anyway, Sassuolo could be another team, because he was before in Barcelona, he was in Inter de Milan. So he may know a bit the Italian league. But as I'm saying, if I were him, I would choose Cadiz, because also he was playing for Granada and Albacete, and there are teams that are near Cadiz. So you know the climate, you are in the same league. Maybe in the future, if Barcelona needs you, etc., Barcelona will be there looking how you are improving, and maybe you later have options to come back. So my opinion is that. So that's all, guys. For you, I want to know which players from Barcelona B you'd bring to the first team this season. But for me, if you ask me, every year or every some years, I will bring some players from the Barcelona B, because I think we should, having so good youth teams and this philosophy and everything. I think we should try always to bring players from the youth teams and from the second teams to the first team, to let him have their chances, because that's our essence, and we should never abandon our essences. So that's my reflection about this. And for me, as I said it before, Nico, Demir, Balde, but Balde should have more minutes too in Barcelona B. So he should come if he will play for sure. If not, stay in Barcelona B. I mean, the matches, if this match he will play for sure, come. If he will stay on the bench, no. Better stay at home. Better go to the Barcelona B and have minutes there. And those are some, I think I forget someone, but it's all right. I said it before. So thank you for watching us, guys, and see you in the next video. Bye.